Hi everyone, welcome back, and I hope you're doing amazing. Well, I was a little confused today, as usual. My one of my traits to get confused, and that's what I also do with a lot of my clients. Help them remove the confusion that they have. They always find themselves standing in the crossroad, just like me. The confusion is I was thinking, what do I talk about? There were multiple topics, and each topic was like absolutely good, and I wanted to speak about, but then I had to choose one and start with one, right? So finally, after getting into my headspace for quite a bit, I thought, okay, let me just choose one and speak it out. As you can see, my background has changed, right? So I was again dealing with this kind of a change, and I felt it's so hard to move from one space to another. Well, I haven't changed my location as such, but inside my house, I kind of shifted to a different space, and so I was like finding it very hard to adjust to this new space because that space was really very private and I really liked it. And hence, I thought I'll talk about this topic today, and that is change is hard. Yep, change is really hard. And it becomes harder when we kind of hold on to certain stories like comparison, fear of not knowing how this space would, help me, all sorts of things. So I thought today I'll talk about that change. Change is desirable, but it is very hard. And look at this small example. It talks about it shows that we talk of so many things, we talk of transformation, we talk of many things, but when it really comes to us, we struggle with small things, just like this, changing a space. And when we block our minds with fear, majorly why we change is because we block our minds. We do not kind of look into what is the good thing that will get created, or even we cling on to things which has no significance ultimately. And that is when we are talking from our ego, the fear, and that is the illusion which traps us and doesn't allow us to change, doesn't allow us to embrace change. So look at the pandemic. Now it started, majorly it started in March, and we have come towards the end of September, almost like how many months? 7 months. And see, we are surviving, we are living, and we are adapting pretty well. We have that innate capacity to adapt. Well, pandemic was a forced change. We didn't want it. But there are some changes which we need to do for our own well-being. And if we focus on, things like, oh, this is my familiar zone, I'm used to it, and I don't have the capacity to deal with the new zone that I'll be in when I change. All those sorts of fear, doubt, worry, tension, stress, that will put you in inaction mode, and that will not let you to move forward. But we all know that change is much desirable and change is constant. But we do not accept that, and so we live in this illusion saying that, okay, this is who I am, this is how I behave, this is what I do, and this is my identity, and I don't want to be someone else, I don't want to do something else. And then we get stuck in that, illusion, and we try to create something which later on anyways forces us to change. Look at yourself, like the job that you were in, and you knew that probably upskilling was required, but probably you didn't. Maybe you knew that your way of being was not right, how you showed up as a leader was not right. You knew it, but you didn't. You took it for granted and didn't want to change because of a lot of fears, the outcome, uncertainty of the outcome, many things like, undergoing the process. Typically, there are three things. One is fear of losing what you already have, then fear of the uncertainty, the outcome that is going to get created, and then fear of being in that process, as a result of which the change will happen. So these kind of fears entangles us and it blinds us. And as a result of which, what we do is we constantly live in our headspace and we do not do anything to make it right. So, coming back to my space, I love the space. And I realized that space has nothing to do. I don't deny the kind of energy we exude, space, and this thing is required. But what matters is the story that we are living with about that space, the kind of interpretation we have drawn as a result of which that is going to affect our outcomes. So think about it, like many people, they do not have the luxury to be in a very good space, yet they kind of excel in life because the kind of interpretations that they have held on to, the beliefs that they have held on to are much more dynamic, positive, and empowering. And so what matters is what you really want and your willingness to make it happen. Well, that's it I have for today, and I wish that you do reflect on this bit. Change is hard, but it is desirable, but it is the need of the hour. Until next, take care, love you all, bye-bye. And if you like what I do, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and do feel free to write to me. And if you too are finding yourself in the crossroad and very confused, not knowing what to do, how to do, people like me, we are almost stuck with how to do. Don't hesitate to write to me and let's talk. Well, until next, take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.